Welcome back, everybody, to Waadaplaya. This Salah Cup discussion. We have Punjab Super Kings versus KKR game on a Friday, and we all thought that Punjab Super Kings again is going to come up with a super over or lose the game, but seems like they won with three balls to spare and helped Delhi Capitals qualify along with Chennai Super Kings. So two spots are confirmed, two spots up the grabs, and I think four teams are fighting realistically for it. So let's see what the weekend is bringing. Syed back with a clean shaven look. Akash, after a long, long time, back into the mix, and Vaishak. This Sala Cup kiska, Vaishak?
RCB, definitely.
Instant answer. So how was the game today? Punjab Super Kings versus KKR. Looks like KKR lost a little bit of a form. They were on a roll, and Punjab Super Kings trying to stay alive. How was the game today?
So I think Punjab has somehow managed to pass on that losing their game to KKR, because I think today KKR should have won had they taken those catches. So last 5 overs of KKR batting was great comeback by Punjab. Obviously they gave like 40, 50 odd runs, but last 6 overs. And again, if you look at Mayank Agarwal was dropped on not, he scored 40 odd. Puran was dropped again on covers. KL was dropped, and at last Shahrukh Khan was dropped when he was hitting the winning run. So if you are going to drop these many catches at crucial junctures, I think you can't win. So somehow Punjab has passed on the blame, like what they were doing for on those crucial junctures previous matches. I think somehow they found a way to win it this match.
You're mute.
Can you? Yeah.
I was on mute. So Ajay Kemenu is asking the right question. Can Punjab Kings make it to the playoff, Vishak and Akash? Any chance for them?
It's tough for them because I think balance does not look right, whatever the combination they play. So I think even with the loss of Gale right now, and I think they're getting Fabian Allen in, and somehow they don't get that all-rounder spot number 7 sorted out somehow, and that is the main problem for them today. I think the KL and they somehow struggled to finish games today. It was just a matter of luck, I guess. There were a lot of drop catches, as Syed already mentioned, and even if those catches were taken, the match would have been definitely different. So I think the result would have been different. So I think it would be difficult for them, but I personally feel they will not make it.
Okay.
I
Akash?
agree with Vishak as well. So
Okay.
I don't think Punjab is going to make it through. If you look at the table as well, if you look at right from Chennai Super Kings to still Sunrisers Hyderabad, you will understand that the team which has played well together most is at the top of the table, and the team which has not played well together as a team is at the bottom of the table. The guys in middle are all again fighting to get the team combination right, get the right players in the 11. Even Kolkata Knight Riders have lost two of their more crucial overseas players in Russell and Lockie Ferguson. Punjab loses Gale. They don't have any other informed player. So if in that muddle you will only see Mumbai Indians, who are actually a strong team, but for some reason sitting at sixth number now. But I don't think that will be the case by the end of the league matches. They'll somehow sneak into the playoffs, is what my gut feel says. So that way, I don't think Punjab will make it.
Okay. Yeah, Punjab is a long shot unless again other teams play badly and these guys become ultra lucky. Let's talk about Universe Boss. I know we all feel bad for David Warner, and Warner, for a reason, is being made to sit out. But Chris Gale, like this is what second year in a row, Punjab Kings are trying to muck around with him, and he walked off. I know he said bubble fatigue, but Chris Gale saying bubble fatigue is like as if we don't like weekends, which is not true. So, what are your thoughts about Chris Gale exiting? Is this going to be last match of the IPL ever?
I don't think it will be the last match ever. He might come in with some team at least, especially with two new teams coming in there.
So
But
you
I
think
got
people
to
will pick him? People will still pick
there
him?
is a possibility if he unless he retires, of course, unless he retires completely, which I don't think will be the case, knowing Chris Gale. But you got to question the tactics of Punjab's management out here. You have a young gun who blazed away in the first half of the IPL, Shah Rukh Khan, and you reach here, you don't play him. You have a young Bishnoi You don't play him right from the beginning. You don't play Gale right from the beginning. What are they up to, and how do they expect you to qualify to playoffs if you don't play the guys who actually performed for you? This is the guy Shah Rukh Khan who took away so many games. Who played so well in the first half of the IPL, and he was nowhere to be seen till now. And he's right away made the mark.
Yeah.
9 ball 20. So you got to question Punjab's tactics. Maybe they're asking Preeti Zinta for selection queries. I was I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, JPK also is talking about Preeti Zinta and Gavaskar. Uh, Reactions on the youngsters, Bishnoi, Harshdeep Singh, and so on and so forth from Punjab Kings.
I think even in the first half, I think they had a good bunch of youngsters and these guys were performing. But the only problem is that they don't back their youngsters. The youngsters who have been performing, like Akash said, like they bench their youngsters who are performing, and like they keep changing their team, chopping and changing, and they don't try to stick to a formula and try to go with it. That's been the main problem because one game, I think in one of the game, I think in the first half, I think in the end, Arshdeep was also benched. So something like that also happened. Now Bishnoi was benched initially in the tournament, and then after that, in the first half of the second leg, it's not they are not just getting the team combination right, and they don't know who are the best players to start off with. So this
Yeah.
is definitely some selection blunders what they are doing, and unless they get it right, I think. Kumble or Rahul. I don't know who's taking the call here, but whoever is taking the call, that's not the right thing here.
Yeah. And switching gears to KKR, Purval Modi wants a couple of heads to roll. One is Shuman Gill, and second one is Dinesh Karthik. Thoughts, Syed? Is this rational thinking of dropping those two?
I don't think so because there are a lot of other people. If you want, if KKR wants to drop someone, it should be in Morgan. The guy is nowhere near his mark. Even if, say the scores are all single digits, and he comes in at the crucial point. I don't know suddenly why he wants to play that two down. Because even when Nitish Rana, who is a top order batsman, you make them come at three down, and Dinesh Karthik also has that thing, or Narine for that matter, he can come and at least push his hands, right? But he comes down and crucially gets out at the wrong time also. Even today, if you look at, he was just shuffling across, he was nowhere there. But I don't think Dinesh Karthik is a concern as of now because you see the game against CSK, he played that useful cameo to bring up a good score. So I don't think if some Gill also for that matter, I think he's giving his best. Some of the shots which he's playing is very good, but just that he's getting that starts and not converting it. So in fact, if you look at this match, Punjab against Punjab, Gill has a very good average. I was expecting him to score a 50 odd, but unfortunately he got out. But yeah, so without Russell and a strike bowler, KKR looks a different team. Like Lockie Ferguson is injured and Russell is not there. When these two were playing, I think it was a different team altogether. With Pat Cummins not there, I think it's impacting. Saudi, the way he's bowling is just coming and bowling. There's no pace. There's nothing helping him also according to the pitch. I think that is impacting them. They don't have a proper backup for Andrew Russell or Ferguson as of now.
Excellent. And Ajay Kemenu makes a good point, which I'm also thinking through. Venkatesh Iyer, hopefully he's not a one series blunder. He definitely is a utility player. He can bowl, he can bat. We've seen his attitude. He's not like elegant looking and things like that. But what are the thoughts on Venkatesh Iyer? Will he be going into the auction next year and teams will be up buying for him, or what do you think?
I would want
Manjrekar
Vishak to take
feels
this
he
up
will go for 12
because
to 14 crores. I'm not sure whether he'll go for that much, but he can definitely be a utility cricketer. I think many teams will be vying up for him because seeing his bowling in the last three matches, and he was also nailing Yorkers in couple of. Maybe he missed a few in this game, but he in the last two games he was nailing some good Yorkers as well. So I think his bowling seems to be utility. I'm still not uh, very much was still not very much happy with the kind of batting he does.
Yeah.
Is just like swinging through the line. Is not he does not have proper footwork, or he once if he gets figured out, it will be really difficult for him.
So I somehow feel that he gets that looks and feel of Shivam Dubey. Right? So he also initially, when he came in, he was smashing all around in this domestic leagues, and he used to bowl that gentle medium pacer. He was hyped up so much that that pressure took him, and now he's nowhere. He's not even making RR11 after going for crores, right? So I don't want someone like Venkatesh Iyer to get those into this pressure. Today I saw a tweet from Peterson saying, "Can Venkatesh Iyer make it to 20 T20 squad for India?" Which is, I think, nowhere near that. We have seen a lot of players like this in IPL where they perform one season and next season they disappear. I just hope that he improves on his game. He keeps working. He plays a lot of domestic cricket and comes back correcting some of those mistakes which he does. I think so far it's good, but he needs that time. He needs that consistency.
Definitely does. And we have SD, the wicket keeper, joining in. And there are a lot of
Hello.
comments coming in about umpiring not being up to the mark and third umpire KL Rahul. I didn't see the sequence of events. So talk me through what exactly happened and what should have happened.
I think it was an out. That's what I felt when the replay. So we have seen this many times, right? Whenever the catch goes in, the grass part covers your hand, and it feels like the ball has bounced on the turf, right? And how much ever you see the replays, it is again it's going to be a 2D. We've discussed in many other instances last year also. Some of VKS catches or things. I felt it was out because the player was very confident. He pulled it up with the grass along his hand. Even I think Bishop and Peterson were against the umpire's call, saying that it should have been out. I also felt it was out. It was KL's wicket, crucial at that time, but it was not given out. So strange, but yeah, Indian umpires sometimes do that. We've seen that last season also.
Yeah.
So that was the thing.
And SD, let's bring you in here. Sanjay Dubey points out that IPL aside, but Rahul's inability to finish the games is a concern for Team India. Thoughts?
Well, from that dimension, if he's able to give a good start up front and he can pile up good amount of runs in the opening slot, the remaining task will be done by the other experts. So that is not a major concern. So there are people who can take care of the finishing stuff. So Rahul's key duty, or I guess the role defined for him, would be to kind of give a good start along with the other opener. And probably if he's surviving up until 1 or 2 wickets down, give us stability and then confidence to the middle order. Finishing stuff, people are there who can do it. So it's not a major concern to me, I guess.
I
Okay.
don't
I think we're all
this will
forgetting
be his-
one. I think we're all forgetting one important thing here. The Rahul for India and the Rahul for Punjab are two different entities.
Yeah, right.
Punjab is not a team which has got finishers like how India has. So he's got to play through. He has that additional responsibility. Whereas for India, once he's set, he
Yeah.
plays freely, knowing the fact that you've got a Rishabh Pant coming in, you've got a Hardik Pandya coming in. So he's going to play much more freely in there. So I don't think you'll see this kind of a Rahul in when he's back in the Indian jersey.
And again, going into the Indian team, right? You have Rohit Sharma who takes his time in the power play. So you cannot have two openers doing the same thing. So Rahul will go hard in the power play. And again, you have Virat Kohli coming in at 3 who will do the same role, playing through. So I think Rahul will have a much broader role of taking on the attack and going after the bowlers with the Indian team. But we don't need the Rahul who has been playing in Punjab Kings for India. We definitely need an aggressive one.
For sure. And Ajay PK, as usual, brings his performance reviews and things at work into our Waadaplaya. So he says, Happy Employee Appreciation Week to everyone. So happy EAW. Let's celebrate in style. Uh, so Vishak, and for the folks who don't know what is Employee Appreciation Week, once a year we pick 1 week and just appreciate each other via phone calls, emails, treat food, whatever may be the case. So it's called Happy Employee Appreciation Week. So coming back in for the weekend games. So SD, I think Sunday is a RCB 1 versus RCB 2, PBKS versus Real RCB. So what are the predictions there going into Sunday? Big game for both teams?
Big game as usual. RCB. I'll go by with my jersey. So our boys are in good form. So we can see off the game videos on YouTube and on Instagram. They're having a great time off the field as well. And their facial expression, their body language, the way they speak, and then they kind of make fun of each other. It shows that they are highly confident, right? Just that confidence and overconfidence has a thin line of differentiation. It shouldn't slip around and then uh, do a bad game, right? So they just have to focus on the same momentum, carry it forward, and then that's it. And they are in the league right now, and we'll be having a very good game on that day.
Okay. And Vishak and Akash already confirmed that it is Mumbai Indians and RCB who are the two teams who are going to qualify. Syed, the two spots where it will be filled by who?
So I think RCB almost is confirmed. Another win probably will seal their berth. I'm probably thinking a toss up between MI and KKR. So Punjab, we know that they always choke during these crucial times. We've seen them. If they had played to the potential, probably last 3 seasons with the team and backbench strength they had, they should have qualified all the seasons. Because they don't know how to use the player, it's like so. It's kind of like already Ishak and Akash mentioned this. They kind of behave how Preeti Zinda behave in auctions. They go do shopping, pick all the players, put them all in bench, and then you don't know how to manage them. I know, right? So you have someone like Jordan, like Chris Jordan, who is primarily a death bowler for England, which always Morgan uses. He's sitting in bench for last 2 seasons. Somebody got Ellis, Fabian Allen, or new players, Markham, all get into the squad. 11s, and I don't know what that means. And also Shah Rukh Khan and Vishnu we always spoke. So that reason being, I'm not going with Punjab, but Mumbai, as we know, they are match winners who come back strongly. So KKR or Mumbai, mostly Mumbai is what I'm thinking, but hopefully not Mumbai this time because we need a new winner.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And from finals perspective, so one will play four in the eliminator and two, sorry, one will play four into
No.
One and two.
Wolfsburg.
One versus two, three versus four.
Got it. So this will look like CSK DC on the first qualifier, and roads are leading to CSK RCB final at this
Never
rate,
know. Yeah.
right?
We would love it.
Because if
We
RCB
would love
completes
it.
three, they have extra chance. They play eliminator and they go to loser of one and two, isn't it? If RCB finishes three.
If RCB wins the first qualifier, then yes. If RCB, sorry, not RCB, CSK wins the first qualifier, then yes. If CSK loses with DC, then again it will be like a semi-final between RCB and CSK.
Okay. Getting
Interesting
interesting.
times.
Yes.
And one thing, DC has not qualified yet to the second place. So
No, they just did.
The RCB has also got a chance because just because they are on 16 points, it doesn't mean if they lose tomorrow to Mumbai Indians, both of them will be in the same points with the same number of games, with both of them having a chance to go to the second or top the table. So
Okay.
the second position is still not decided.
JPK points out that last two games are MI, SRH, RCB, DC. So it will go down to that to decide the top four, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Yes,
they've
it will.
changed this format of not having two games on a different day, so that all this calculation comes out. We've seen in the past how games have changed and teams have come back winning to get that fourth spot, right? So we've seen Mumbai, Chennai Super Kings for that matter. So a lot of things happen. I think it's a great move because you go based on that particular day situation. So I think whoever does well, they come in. Yeah, as simple as that.
Okay.
I feel it will be advantage for both of them. For Mumbai, it would be more of thing like if Mumbai win, they qualify, maybe with a better run rate. For RCB versus DC, I feel it would be like RCB who would end up on the second spot. That game would decide it.
Excellent. Okay. The first game tomorrow is important for Mumbai. The second game tomorrow is Rajasthan, Chennai Super Kings. Pretty much a dead rubber practice game for CSK, Syed. Any concerns do you see going into tomorrow?
So I don't want CSK to win all the matches and go into qualifiers or finals and lose it. So I want if the bad game is coming, let it come now. It's okay, lose a game against RR. It's fine, but at least get that hit and come back stronger. So I'm going with. I'm just thinking every match that okay, this match we'll lose. This match we'll lose.
Yeah.
Somehow we are trying to win every match. So I just hope that one bad game comes away so that we bounce back stronger.
Definitely. I mean, RR are the dangerous team, the term dangerous, which Ravi and Seth keep using all the time. So RR is the dangerous team. Let's hope Let's hope they beat CSK tomorrow.
Yes.
Excellent. Great. And SD, last thoughts on orange cap being KL Rahul and purple cap still Harshal Patel. Do you think those two will continue till the end of the tournament, or any surprises coming through for orange and purple cap?
I think they will continue. Confident on Rahul, but not sure on the other one. So depends on how many games Punjab will get to play up until the end. So
Mm.
not sure if they go through the knockouts. I mean, it's a good chance for Rahul to retain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel
Batting
it will be
wise,
other way around. Basically, I think Harshal has
yes.
a great lead.
Yeah.
Probably he might, and he's actually being rooted to overtake Rain Bravo's 32 wickets
Oh,
because he gets all these wickets during these death overs. But Rahul has a great competition with Faf, Samson, even Rutraj Gaikwad
Dhawan.
for that, and Dhawan,
Dhawan,
right? So
Dhawan,
Dhawan is
Dhawan.
playing. So five players, which is a great sign because good for all Indian guys are leading except for Faf, but only one person is in the T20 squad, which is Rahul. Yeah,
That's fine.
and out of all these, we can see a lot of Indian players getting highlighted, which is really good to our younger talent, pool of younger talent. So you never know. One fine day, there may be a book by Amul Mazumdar like this, like the illustrated history of IPL cricket. Right? This is
Wow.
Indian cricket, so there may be an IPL cricket one. So that's what IPL can do.
Excellent. Yeah. Good stuff, SD. Thanks for joining in. Great. Thank you, Vishak, Akash, Sayed. Really appreciate it. I know the fever is picking up, but we are getting to the knockout stages. I think the next 1 week will decide how many friendships will continue, how many friendships will be there, but will still be salty, how many teams will be dangerous, not dangerous. Big week coming up for IPL next week. Thanks for joining in. For folks who engaged, really appreciate all the commentary. If you like what we do, just drop us a like and tell your friends to subscribe. We are nearing 600 subscribers on YouTube, which is a huge milestone coming up for us. So all your support will be appreciated. Thanks for watching. SD, Syed, Vishal, Akash. Enjoy the rest of the Friday and see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
thanks,
everyone.
Suvan. Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Stay safe, guys.